Welcome to SMR Bitesize. It's Wednesday, so time for a reality check. But before that, if you like what we're doing, don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, and of course, subscribe to the channel. Over the next 3 Wednesdays, we're going to get straight into busting the 3 biggest Brexit myths of all. Namely that by leaving the European Union, we'd be taking back control of our money, borders, and laws. Put together, that would appear to spell sovereignty for your average Brexiteer. This week, we're going to start with money. And back in 2016, Michael Gove made this bold pledge.
The truth is that if we vote to leave, we'll be in an economically stronger position.
Now, he didn't exactly say you'd have more money in your back pocket, but hey, surely if the economy's doing well, you have every right to expect a slice of the pie too. But then let's remember that we were also told the entire amount we lost control of by handing it over to the EU was going to go straight to the NHS. And we all now know how that worked out, don't we? Before we address the bulge in your jeans, I'm talking about the wads of rolled up cash, obviously. Let's tackle that promise from Michael Gove. 7 years later and 2.5 years since Brexit came into effect, how's the economy doing? Well, first this from the Non-Partisan Institute of Fiscal Studies.
We've lost a large fraction of our trade with the European Union, including with high-value professional services trade. That's making us poorer.
Or take the analysis of another independent body, the Office for Budgetary Responsibility. They've concluded we've taken a 15% hit in trade intensity as a direct result of Brexit. They also concluded that the pandemic, which hit the whole of Europe in 2020, coinciding of course with when Brexit hit the UK, hid brilliantly what Brexit was doing to us. How do we know this? Because unlike all other advanced economies, the UK's not bounced back. But don't worry, the UK-Australia free trade deal is predicted to boost the UK economy by 0.08% and by 2035. But let's put that into perspective. Once again, thanks to the OBR, the overall hit to the UK's GDP over the next 15 years is predicted to be 4%. Bit of maths for you? Yeah, that's 50 times greater than the Aussie deal is set to help us out. A deal so bad, the Tory MP that brokered it, George Eustace, now admits it's a bad one.
The first step is to recognise that the Australia trade deal is not actually a very good deal for the UK.
Okay, let's imagine for 1 second, though, that you've really got your head in the sand and you think there's no connection between how our economy's doing and how your back pocket fares. Because, well, day to day, let's face it, that's what really matters, right? Well, the latest figures we have for April this year put food inflation at 19.1%. What exactly does that mean, though, for a weekly shop? Well, take a look. It's hardly good news, is it? If we've really taken back control of our money, well, none of it's ending up in your pocket, is it? And as the COVID inquiry, which began this week, will no doubt reveal over the coming months, the precious few pennies we have managed to cling on to, well, I think we know where it's gone. And that's just your food bill. Not to mention, of course, your rent, mortgage repayments, the cost of fuel to get you to a job which earns you less in real terms than ever before. Well, you get the picture. And sure, as you'll have heard from many a Tory politician, the war in Ukraine and the pandemic have caused inflation to rise across Europe. And if you're vainly consoling yourself with that, listen to this.
Brexit is in the news again because there's been some new research from the London School of Economics saying that a third of food price inflation is being driven by Brexit. Now, they account that to 7 billion of extra border costs and increased regulations.
Even the economy of globally sanctioned and international pariah Russia is predicted to grow faster than us this year and next. And it's simply not the case that our friends across the channel are suffering in quite the same way as us. To put it bluntly, the polar opposite of this blatant lie.
If we vote to leave, we'll be in an economically stronger position.
But hey, if you've really taken back control of your money, fill your boots, knock yourself out, go crazy, spend like there's no tomorrow. Because for the rest of us living in reality, that simply isn't the case at all. If you enjoyed this video, visit 16millionrising.co.uk, where you can listen to this week's full radio show for free, support us with a donation, buy us a coffee, or subscribe as an early riser. Back tomorrow.